In this video, we are going to do case study questions from the chapter Carbon and its Compound. And let's begin with the first question here. It says the table given below shows 6 organic compounds A, B, C, D, E, and F having different molecular formula. These are the compounds here, and these are the different molecular formulas, as you can see from here only. Now, I'll type the first question here. So first question is what I'll take here is this. Which of the following compounds have the same homologous series? Yeah. So what is a homologous series? As you know, the series of compounds in which each member differs from its preceding and succeeding member by CH2 group. So there should be difference of CH2 between the members. So the option here is E and F. Let's check for E and F. If I see this is E and this is F, if you find the difference between them, right? Let's figure out, it should be multiple of this or maybe this only. So if I find the difference from here, what I'm getting, there is a difference of C4H10. Can you see that? I just subtracting the numbers over here from between these two. So what I'm getting that this is not CH2 nor it is a multiple of CH2, right? So therefore, this option is not correct. Now, the next option here is B and C. Let's see B and C. This is B and this is C. Check here. If I find the difference between these two, what I'm getting, there is a difference of 4 carbon and hydrogen is how much? 16 minus 6 is how much? 10, right? So again, you can see that it is not a multiple of this. So this is not correct. That is this option. Now I will look for the next, which is A and B. When I compare A and B, this is A and B. So you can figure out that there is a difference of 1 carbon, no hydrogen. So again, this will be discarded. Last, we are left with B, C and D. Look into C and D. This is C and D. Now, if I find the difference of carbon, I'll say that there is a difference of 2 carbon, right, and hydrogen 4 here. Now check. As I said, it should be either difference of CS2 or a multiple of this. So as you can see that it's a multiple of CS2. Therefore, the correct answer is, what's that? C, D part, right? D is the correct answer. Now I'll type the next question over here. In the second question, it says, which of the following member of the same homologous series as E? So let's figure out E. E is what? C5H10. The first option over here is for the A. So let's check for A. Now, if I get the difference between these two, what I'm getting from the difference between carbon and hydrogen, there is a difference of 2 carbon and hydrogen as how much? 6. What I told you, there should be a difference of either CH2 or multiple of CH2. So you can see this is neither CH2 nor a multiple. So this is the first option is not correct. Now looking for the second, that is D in this case, E and D. So E will be there and D will be there. I can see from here that there is a no difference of 0 hydrogen. So this can not be correct again. So these two are discarded. Now check for the F. So E and F. Now check for here. You can see there is a difference of how many carbon? Carbon difference is 4 and hydrogen as 10. So again, this would be discarded. Now it has to be the last one, but then we have to verify the answer. Let's say B part. So B is say B is this, and already we know this. So now if I find the difference between carbon and hydrogen, I can see there is a difference of 8 minus 5, which is 3 carbon, and hydrogen 16 minus 10, that is 6. Yes, this is a multiple of this is CH2. Check here. Can we see that this is a multiple of CS2? That's why B is the correct option in this case. In the third part, we have to identify the correct statement. And the first statement, I can see A and F are saturated hydrocarbons, while all other are unsaturated hydrocarbon. Well, having so many options in such a case, what I figure out that first we need to figure out which one is saturated or unsaturated. As you must be remembering, this is alkane, that is a saturated hydrocarbon, alkene and alkynes with the general formula. This and this are unsaturated. So this is what I'm going to do first, and then we will look into the options first. So first alkane is this general formula. Let's say if I plug in N, right, from here, replacing here, right, placing N as 7, and what I'm getting H as, H is 7 plus into 2, 14, 14 plus 2, 16. It is satisfying this one. So this is alkane. This is alkane. I can see this is also alkanes. How did I derive? Placing N as 9, 9 into 2, 18, 18 plus 2, 20. So H20. So this is saturated. Now for other, I can see this is alkene, right? This is alkene. This one is alkene, right? This is alkene. And by doubling the number of hydrogen, by doubling the number of carbon, if I get hydrogen, then I can say this is also alkene, C5H10. So these two are alkene. And what about this one? The next one is C4H6. So you can figure out this is alkyne. How did I get C4? By doubling the number of hydrogen, 8, 8 minus 2. So this is 6. So this is alkene, and this is the later one is 6 into 2, 12, 12 minus 2. So this is also not alkene, sorry, alkyne. So what I can say from here, the one which I painted blue is actually alkane. The one I painted yellow is alkene, and the one which I painted was that white or gray, that is alkynes. So once we have figured out which is alkane, alkene, and alkyne, we can check for the correct answer. The option one is says A and F are saturated hydrocarbons while all others are unsaturated hydrocarbon. Yes, that's correct. Because you see, this is these two are saturated hydrocarbons satisfying this formula, and others are either alkene or alkyne. So these are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So even the first option is correct. Therefore, since we have to figure out only one correct option, in that case, we will not read the other. But then first figuring out these as saturated and unsaturated will help you solve all other question. The fourth part is this. The compound B is an alkane, alkene, alkyne, or none of these. So once we have done the previous part, it will be very easy. They are talking about B, and B is this. Now you have to check for it is satisfying which of these three general formulas. What you can do here, just plug in NS, N as 8, right? And you can see that carbon hydrogen is double. So double of this is what? C4H16. So it is satisfying this. So it is clearly alkene. Right. I use this trick. I first place the number. If I get the hydrogen number as doubling the carbon, I say it's alkene. And if it is obtained by first doubling and the carbon and adding 2, then it is alkane. And if by doubling the hydrogen and then subtracting 2, then it is alkyne. But then you have to remember the general formula in spite of the other tricks you might apply. So we have got this. Is the first is the correct option is it's an alkene, and alkene is this. Next is the fifth part of this. Now question here is that compound F has the general formula. Where is F? This is F. As you can see here, use that trick I just suggested you. This is carbon 9. As you can see, we need hydrogen as 20, which is obtained by first doubling this, which is 18, and adding 2 to 18, which is 20. So clearly this is what? This is alkanes. But then, yeah, the general formula of alkane is this. And I can say this is not correct. This is not correct. This is not matching. So it's matching with this. So we'll say that D is the correct option.